In 1957, a magazine article was written that spawned an urban myth that Elvis was a racist. People have been trying to debunk it ever since.
Trying to debunk this rumor that Elvis had said at one point that the only thing African Americans could, or the only at the time, the only thing Negroes can do for me is buy my shoes, or buy my records and shine my shoes. Only thing they can do. And so this became very much in the African American community. It became widely believed. I finally found it where it emanated. It was in a magazine article, a magazine called Sepia. Sepia was published by a white businessman in Fort Worth, Texas. And it was really, in many ways, a third-rate copy of Jet and Ebony, particularly Ebony, in April of 1957. Sepia comes out with a story, What Negroes Think About Elvis Presley. And in this 8-page story, people that came up said, it's a drag, you know. Negroes have been singing this kind of music forever. And this guy comes along and makes a ton of money. And things like this. So finally one person says, yeah, I heard he said, only thing Negroes can do for me is buy my records and shine my shoes. Where'd you hear that? I don't know. He said it in Boston somewhere. I heard he said it somewhere. Well, only problem is Elvis at that time had never appeared in Boston.
Questions about the Sepia article prompted Jet, the leading magazine for African Americans, to investigate.
Jet came to the conclusion that it was bogus. That whole thing was bogus. Jet is trying to debunk it. More people read Jet than people that read Sepia, obviously. But I think what happened is that the people read Jet and they didn't catch the whole thing about trying to say this was erroneous. It was, all they remember is him saying it. And the thing is interesting to me, it became an urban legend. You know, it just became, nobody knows where it came from, but it works. When Elvis died in 1977, again, the black press is going to cover his death. You know, the major black newspapers, and even some smaller ones. And most of them, again, are going to be very, going to celebrate his life, saying that, you know, Elvis was one of the few white artists who ever acknowledged black artists and their contributions to what he did and how he succeeded.